What's up, everybody? Week 22 is going to be a short video this week, but I have a good story for you, and that is I managed to get my lazy butt back to the gym where I can run on a treadmill. That happened last Friday, and I had an idea in mind, which is, of course, to get my initial 10K time of 50 minutes on the books, and I managed to pull that off, even though it was brutal. It had actually been a good 6 weeks since I had been there last, simply due to travel, schedule craziness, and other stuff going on. For example, during this workout, my roof was being replaced. I don't know if you guys can hear the pounding in the background. So I'm actually glad that that is finally done. But anyway, I went into the gym with a new game plan in mind, because the previous times I had gone in to run on the treadmill, I had cranked it up to 7.5 miles per hour and just tried to blast through the whole thing. And that ended badly each time. So I was like, all right, I need to do something different. Otherwise, I am insane, because if you do the same thing and expect different results, you are clearly insane. And I do believe that quote is attributed to Albert Einstein. Yeah, someone we learn about on this channel occasionally. How great is that? Anyway, this time, instead of cranking up the speed to 7.5 and trying to do the entire 50 minutes at that pace, I started at 7.0, and every 5 minutes I would increase the speed by 0.1 mile per hour. And that worked great. I ended up doing the first 40 minutes like that, so I was at around 7.7 or 7.8 at that point. And then for the last 10 minutes, I started increasing the speed at the 4 minutes, the 3 minutes, 2, and then 1. So by the end, I was doing like 8.1 or 8.2. But man, it hurt. There was a lot of, come on, baby, going on in my head, because I had to get through the difficultness, because I cramped up around the same time as I usually do, which is around 20 or 25 minutes. So that was like, oh man, well, I can't, stop and walk when I started at a slower pace, right? That would just be weak. So anyway, there's a lot of mental games being played just to get through it. And for example, one thing that was working well was I would do a 5-minute segment at a certain speed, and then when it's about time to crank it up again, I was like, oh man, I really hurt. But then the thought was, well, I felt just as bad at the beginning of the last 5-minute segment, so I can definitely get through this. But yeah, I was totally feeling my fatness, because let me tell you, being heavy, even if it's muscle mass as opposed to body fat, does not help your distance running, that's for sure. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make my 45-minute 10K goal until I start trying to lose weight again. But, we'll try to make improvements and just see what happens. Yeah, so on that note, I'm kind of thinking going forward, look for 10-second improvements as I can get them. So, next I'm looking for 49.50, then, 49.40, and eventually you end up getting to your goal time. And coming up here, we have the last clip of the week. I'm benching 250, no problem, baby. Yeah. So anyway, no video next week because I am traveling. So I will see you guys in a couple weeks. You take care. Bye.